Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up. When it comes to the world of American Pickers, no one expected the drama behind the scenes to be as wild as the treasures the duo uncovers. Fritz, the beloved co-host of the hit History Channel show, has never been one to hold back. Whether it's about his passion for picking or his complicated relationship with his co-host, Mike Wolfe. But now, Frank is taking things to a whole new level, and fans are show-seeked by the shade he's throwing at Mike Wolfe in a jaw-dropping new interview. If you've been following the American Pickers saga, you know that Fritz and Mike Wolfe were once the ultimate treasure hunting duo. Together, they traveled across the country, unearthing valuable antiques, rare artifacts, and hidden gems in barns, garages, and backyards. But in recent years, tensions between the two stars have been simmering, with Frank eventually leaving the show under mysterious circumstances. Now, Frank is spilling the tea like never before, and it's not pretty for Mike. In a scathing new interview, Fritz didn't hold back when talking about his former partner, Mike Wolfe. While Frank has always been known for his bluntness, this time, he's going for the jugular. When asked about Mike, Frank didn't mince words. Mike's all about Mike. That's always been the problem, Fritz said, calling out his co-host for what he perceived as selfishness and ego-driven motives. "I don't want to be around someone who doesn't care about me," Frank added. "He's always the one in the spotlight, and it just got to be too much. It's like, you're not doing this alone, Mike. We did this together, but you took it and ran with it." Frank's comments have sent American Pickers fans into a frenzy. Social media exploded with reactions, ranging from shock to disbelief. Some fans sided with Frank, claiming that Mike had always been the more public face of the show, leaving Frank in the shadows. Others, however, defended Mike, stating that he was just doing what he had to in order to keep the show going. "I knew something was off between them," one fan tweeted. "Frank was always the heart of the show. Mike just doesn't seem like he's in it for the right reasons anymore." Others took a more neutral approach, suggesting that both men had contributed to the show's success in their own way. "There's no American Pickers without either of them," one user posted. But it's hard to ignore how different things have been since Frank left. While Frank has been vocal about his issues with Mike, many fans are still left wondering why Frank really left the show. Some speculate that his departure was the result of the growing tension between the two, while others believe that Frank's health issues played a major role. Frank has openly discussed his struggles with back surgery and the physical toll of picking, which led to him taking a step back from the show in 2020. But is that the whole story? Sources close to the production of American Pickers have hinted that Mike Wolfe's growing fame and influence on the show created a rift between the two hosts. Mike was always the face of the show, but it started to feel like Frank was just a sidekick, one insider revealed. Frank wanted to be respected for his own picking skills, but Mike seemed to want to take all the credit. Since Frank's explosive interview, Mike Wolfe has remained tight-lipped, but it's only a matter of time before he responds. Will he defend himself against these shocking claims, or will he remain silent and let the drama unfold? Fans are eagerly awaiting his response, and many are hoping that the two stars can put their differences aside and reunite for a special episode that explores their fractured relationship. In the meantime, American Pickers continues on without Frank, with new co-hosts like Mike's childhood friend, Robbie Wolfe, stepping in. But the show's dynamic has clearly shifted, and it's impossible to ignore the lingering tension between the two men who once shared a passion for picking. As for Frank, he seems to have moved on from his American Pickers days, focusing on other ventures and staying out of the public eye. Whether or not he'll return to the world of antiques and treasure hunting remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, The bad blood between Frank and Mike has definitely left its mark on the show's legacy. Americanpickers remains one of the most popular reality TV series. It's hard to deny that the magic of the original duo is gone. The question remains, can Mike Wolfe keep the show going on his own, or is it time for a new chapter to begin, one that doesn't involve the drama of Frank Fritz? Stay tuned, because this Americanpickers saga is far from over, and we'll be following every shocking twist and turn. Will Mike and Frank ever bury the hatchet, or has their partnership come to an irreversible end? Since Frank Fritz was fired in 2020, Americanpickers' most recent season has struggled with declining ratings. Frank and Mike Wolfe were close friends before Frank's sudden termination. Following the commencement of a purported conflict, the pair appeared in the show for 21 seasons. The 56-year-old has been seen disparaging Mike ever since. To see the most recent shade being tossed, continue reading. The former Americanpickers player was discovered by his friend in the hospital following a stroke back in July. The reality star didn't pass up the opportunity to make a subtle swipe at both the network and his former co-star now that he is feeling better. The show Americanpickers was subtly mocked by some of the goods in Frank Fritz finds. The Sun was the only one with access to the images of the goods for sale. Frank was spotted peddling t-shirts bearing the slogan, "I want Frank back." In addition, he is earning a respectable profit from the sale of photos of himself and Mike taken when they were sharing the TV screen. In addition, the following other items were available for purchase in the store. Although Robbie Wolfe has taken Frank's job, the network has not disclosed that Frank was let go. Fans have begun boycotting the show since Frank hasn't been on it for a while, which has caused the ratings to plummet. But that isn't the only factor contributing to the show's startling decline in viewership. Fans became extremely confused when the show switched time slots. The History Channel has consistently broadcast the series at 9:00 p.m. ET. However, the network shifted to the 8:00 p.m. ET time slot without alerting fans. Americanpickers star Mike weighed in on Frank's resignation, despite the network not confirming anything. The reality star said on Instagram on July 21, 2022, that his co-star is not in the show. "I have known Frank for as long as I can remember, and he's been like a brother to me," he stated in his statement. "Like all of you, I will miss Frank, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey," he affirmed later in the message. Mike's post did not sit well with Frank. He said that someone else authored it for him and referred to it as Bulls****. Will Frank ever return to the show, in your opinion? And do you believe that Americanpickers' declining ratings are due to Frank's absence? Leave a comment with your ideas. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Americanpickers 24, and stay with us.